What's going on, everybody? I'm TevOllie.
And I'm Ollie.
This is
TevOllie Talk.
I'm back, guys.
Yay!
I was sick as a dog. But today, we're going to talk about the difference between I love you and I'm in love with you. Would you like to start us out?
Sure. Now, of course, we're both still young and haven't experienced everything in life yet. But I think we've both kind of run into both of these categories, like being in love and loving someone. And for me, I don't think that love dies. Like, I think that if you actually really love someone, you'll always love them some type of way. Like, and the difference between love and being in love is kind of like, for me, the feelings you have for your family as opposed to the feelings that you have for your significant other. Like, that's the difference for me. So I could love somebody or be in love with them and then kind of like don't have those feelings anymore, like the romantic side of it, but still love them. Like I don't know, but like my ex-husband, I still love him like family. Like, he's a part of my family and I love him because of that, but not like the in love part. I am in love with TevOllie, and so that's the difference for me. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely think you could not love somebody anymore. I think it can die.
Okay.
But yeah, I do agree to an extent. You loving someone, like, I love my friends. You know, I would do almost anything for my friends. I'm in love with Ollie. I would do anything for Ollie. There's the difference. There's almost, and then there's anything. Yes, in love with a person will make you do things that you normally wouldn't do. Will make you almost out of character. Will make you change things about yourself that you normally wouldn't change. It'll make you grow, pursue being a better person. In love with somebody make you do those things. Just loving somebody, I could love you and leave you. I could love you and not talk to you anymore. I could love you and see you when I see you, you know. But when you're in love with somebody, you just can't get enough of that company.
Okay. But what about things like infatuation, or like there's like control, and there's like narcissism, and like all types of stuff that kind of like can take on the characteristics of some of your examples. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Love is selfless.
Okay.
Everything else you described is selfish. I don't want to let you go because I'm full of myself. I don't want to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How dare you tell me no? That's narcissism and controlling. But being in love with somebody is like, I want you to be happy regardless.
Okay.
So like, if you genuinely, which you're gonna have to show me, you know, if you genuinely felt like you were happier without me, then if I ever loved you or ever was in love with you, I would just have to accept it, you know, because selflessly, I would want you to be happy regardless, because that's just how I feel about you. When you are in love with somebody, you care about their happiness. You care about their well-being. You care about, like, making sure they eat before you eat sometimes. That, I don't think that's controlling at all. I think controlling would be like, how dare you, or like, damn, ain't no food ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you're supposed to be at my beck and call.
Okay.
You know.
So that's love. Or is that in love?
That is, which one? What I said about
this
selfless, or the last
the selfless.
Selfless. If you're in love with somebody, it makes you selfless. It does. It makes you value things other than value things that are important, that are not necessarily things that you always viewed as important. I was very set in my ways about a lot of things, but as our love grown, like I always said, I'm not taking a bullet from nobody, and Ollie can attest to this.
Man, I asked him. We was talking for like a week. Or like 2 weeks or something like that, and I was like, would you take a bullet for me? He was like, no. Because I said I would for him. I knew my feelings. I knew that I was already kind of falling, and that might have been a little crazy, but you know what, do you believe in love at first sight?
Yeah. I believe in love. I told you what I thought when I first met you.
But you wouldn't take a bullet for me. A week after that.
Yeah, love at first sight can be wrong.
So you didn't know?
I didn't know then, no.
Well, I knew.
You can
I'm just playing.
You can eyeball me up and down all you want to. But no, seriously, yeah, I think love in being in love with a person makes you do things. It makes you draw for extra energy for that person. Like, I'm tired, but this person needs me right now, so I'm gonna be there regardless. Like, if she go down for the count, I gotta pick up all the pieces because the goal is us moving forward. So whatever that equals to us moving forward, when you're in love with somebody, you just make sure all of those needs are met.
Okay, so if you just love somebody, then there's some stipulations.
There are problems, yeah.
Like who all there and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I can love somebody and go kind of far for them, but I have limits. Yeah, definitely limits. You can wake me up out of my sleep and tell me to come get you or meet you somewhere, and I'll do it. But if I just loved you, I'd be like, look, I'm asleep. I got to work tonight. Because there are things that I have to do is more important than whatever it is that you want me to do. That's just love. But when you're in love with somebody and they need you, you show up.
Okay. And I agree, like, when you love somebody, you are there for them and you can do a lot of things for them and you could be a lot of things to them. But there's a line that you don't really cross, as opposed to if you are like romantically in love with somebody. Like you talked about happiness and like making a person happy or wanting to see them happy. And I don't have like I don't want to sound like a jerk, but sometimes like something you have to do for somebody out of love makes them unhappy, and that can be on like both sides of love and in love. You know what I'm saying? Like if you felt like you wanted to get a 2-door car, mm-hmm. and we had a family of 4 mm-hmm. or 5, and I'm like, look, we cannot do this. I'm stepping in the way of this, mm-hmm. and that made you very unhappy. But I love you. I'm telling you, look, you have to. This is for your family. I love you. You can't do this. Or you make a business decision that goes like, you can see yourself that it's not going in the right direction. And I'm like, hey, look, come on now. Look, think about what I'm telling you, and that makes you unhappy.
Yeah, I mean, even if it makes me unhappy, like, it comes from a good place. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between, we got a family, and I don't want you to get this 2-door car, and we don't have no family, and I just don't want you to get a 2-door car because this the kind of car I got, and that car look better than my car, and I think that's gonna equal you cheap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look off the, people go there. Yeah. Like, that's a whole car. You know what I'm saying? I mean, stuff like that's the difference. Like when you're talking about, okay, Tevin, we supposed to be adding to our family. Like, and you want to go get a challenger, like those two things don't equal up. But when it's like, okay, you're right. If I'm really in love with you, like I'm supposed to be, I should listen. Although we don't always listen, but I should listen and understand where you're coming from and realize, okay, she's not telling me this because she just don't want to see me happy. She telling me this because there's a difference between wants and needs. I want this, but we need this, and y'all are dependent on me to provide what we need. So
yeah, and like you said,
protecting me from myself,
right? And like you said, I wouldn't be a person to be like, no, you can't have that for no reason because I'm not trying to see you happy.
Right.
That's not. But I don't know. I don't know what that is though. When you just don't want your significant other to be happy with something.
That's control. That's control. Yeah, it's just like you find an amusement out of their misery.
Okay.
And you have your own issues that you don't want to deal with, so making somebody miserable provides you with enjoyment in life. I've been through that.
Jeez. I don't know if hopefully nobody has ever felt like I've been that way, friends or exes or anything like that. I don't know how it could be that serious, but I guess when you have insecurities, but a lot of insecurity, and not that example, but there's a lot of insecurity behavior or tactics or whatever. It gets kind of labeled as loving someone in a sense,
toxic behavior.
Yes, it's toxic, but I'm worried about how I look or how I do things or what you think all the time because I love you, and you're not really satisfied with yourself, or you feel like you're not doing enough because you love somebody. But that's not love, I guess.
Like you saying, I feel like I'm not doing enough for you because I love you.
Yeah. And I just, that feeling of I don't feel like I'm doing enough, or I don't feel like I am enough. It's insecurity. That
could be rooted in a lot of things.
Okay.
It can be labeled as a form of insecurity, but it also could be like a wound that never healed, like a scar that was never patched up. Like if you're used to people telling you that you're not enough, then even when you are doing enough, you're going to feel like you're not doing enough. And you're going to feel like there's more you can do. But, once you get a person to be in love with you, they're just going to be like, baby, you're doing enough. I thank you. I appreciate you. And appreciation is that's why I try to be appreciative when I think about it. I tell you thank you for little things, or I may just hug you and just want to be around you because I do appreciate what you do. And it doesn't always have to be you jump through hoops for me. It was like on Valentine's Day, the letter that you wrote me. To me, that was, you could have bought me a gold chain and that would have been man, it's nice. But the letter was heartfelt. It let me know that you appreciated me, and that gives me motivation to keep going. That does something to my soul that's different than a piece of something tangible. You know what I'm saying? So, people have issues that they are dealing with and never have gotten closure on, and they battle with those things throughout life and don't even understand why. But most of the time, it's damage from previous experiences. It could be family, it could be relationships, but most of it comes from somebody else made you feel this way, and you don't know how to wake up out of it.
People's ideas of being in love or love, it does come from past experiences. And to kind of get to the root of every individual, you have to know where they came from or what they've been through. These are our examples of being in love and just loving someone, but it's from what we've experienced.
Yeah.
And what we've known from life. not necessarily from like a whole bunch of research or a whole bunch of like.
I don't think we dive into
We no. I mean, I know that a lot of people feel like God is love, and how God views us is how we should see other people, and that's like the ultimate love there is, and that's where you get the definition from. But our stuff came from our own examples, our own experiences, and it's kind of like you may not get the answers from us. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your own stuff that you're going through or have been through, and your definition of it might be different from what we think or what we've experienced. But that's just our opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based
I
on
know.
what we went through.
I feel like love doesn't. I know that you say love dies. I just don't know. I can't say that it does. Like, okay, you've been in love with somebody before. Me.
No, I'm not gonna say.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. But
Like, I've loved people before.
Yeah.
And like, I guess it depends on what you like you said, what you consider love as.
yeah, I mean, like you gave us your definition.
Like, but people that I've loved in the past, it's not like that anymore. Like, I guess the feelings are not the same, so to me, I can't label it as love. You know what I'm saying?
You can't
Like,
label
I may
it.
care for you, but that doesn't necessarily mean I still love you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying like just if you have ever been there with them before, like in love with somebody before.
Well, no, I can't. No, I've never been in love with somebody before.
Okay. I feel like I had like and I feel like there's a difference, or you can't really judge off of whether the person loves you back or not.
No.
Too. Like, I've been in love with people, but they didn't feel the same way back, or it wasn't reciprocated or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, but that's how it could move to it being like, well, you're like a family member or a friend. Now that it's over, and but love like doesn't die for me. I'm not talking about romance.
I know what you
Just
mean, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
like love
Mm-hmm.
and care and
Like, I have love for you.
yeah, like love for you. Cause I had some really like deep feelings for you before. You know what I'm saying? So of course it's not like I don't even know who you are. Like it can't really do that.
I wonder, does our zodiac signs have anything to do with it? Because I know, like, for Pisces.
Yeah, y'all
Once we
done,
label
y'all
you
done.
once we label you as no bueno, then it's no bueno forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless you do something drastic that's like, oh, I was about to die, you saved me. I care about you just a little bit more now. But yeah, but that's yeah. I don't think I can love somebody. I feel I only have room for like to feel how I feel about you. I can only do that for one person and at a time.
Okay, yeah, I feel the same way.
Like, I couldn't feel for you and my energy be somewhere else.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I just couldn't. No,
I mean, I feel the
same.
same way. Like,
My love tree is not very.
yeah,
Like, I love people.
Uh-huh.
I love humanity, and everybody falls in there somewhere. So I guess,
You love everybody.
yeah, and that's about where that goes.
Okay.
But you, I'm in love with you.
There's a different. No, that's BS.
That's not.
There's a difference between
That's
the
not
feelings
BS.
you have for your friends
Mhm.
and the feelings you have for people you don't even know. Like, you love your friends one way, and then you love humanity another way. Like, just all general humanity another way. You love your family members different. Like, there's a like it ain't. It's not no coverall love.
It is a coverall love.
So everybody is the same.
No, not everybody.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
But I mean, when okay, I've already identified my friends and family type of love.
okay.
Right. That's the I would tell you I love you kind of love.
All right.
But for everybody else, I have love for humanity as a, like, you're a human, so I'm not going to just be ugly to a stranger for no reason. I'm always going to greet people with kindness first. I'm a kind person. I'm friendly. I want to see people doing well, even strangers. I applaud people that I don't have to applaud. I support people that I don't have to support. But that's just my nature. Like, I care about humanity. I like to see people doing well. I don't like to see the ugly side of humanity. I like to see the beautiful side of humanity. I like to see people loving people. So it's like, yes, that is a coverall blanket love for that. But yeah, then I have my friends and my family. I have a small circle of people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that love is different. But my coworker and a random guy off the street, I love them the same. Like, that's equal love to me. Because if my coworker was in need and somebody that I didn't know was in need and I could help both, I would help both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if there was a decision between your friend in need and a random person in need, you had to choose one. Which one would you choose?
That is circumstantial. But I mean,
That is
friend,
a circumstance. Yes.
It's like, which friend is it? Is it
I love some friends more than you love the others.
I just know my friends. Like, I know people. It's not love more or less. It's like, okay, I have friends that are terrible with money, right?
Okay.
And I've given them money before, and they've been terrible with the money that I gave. I'm not giving you more money. I got relatives like that. Like, I love you, but I'm not giving you. I'm not gonna feed your problems because I love you and I care about you and I want to see you do better. I'm more inclined to give a random person on the streets money if I feel like they actually need it. But you know me, if I feel like his shoes are very new and that sign looks very professionally made, and like you can almost tell the difference between a homeless person and a poser.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, I feel like I help those who need help, and I let my spirit guide me in that direction. If that makes sense.
Yes. Well, I don't love everybody.
You're Scorpio.
I know. I mean, like, I don't love everybody, and there's a difference. And like, my love for humanity and the people that are close to me that I love and deem as like family, I have love for. And then being in love with somebody. Now, I've never been in love with more than one person at a time. Like, I don't know how you could do that, but a lot of people can. Like, there's like poly relationships.
Somebody still is ace.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, it might not be, like, we ain't never dealt with it.
I mean, I know people. I've met people with multiple wives.
Okay.
And one is always.
We don't know every poly couples, because there might be, like, I just don't rule it out because it could be possible.
I guess
just because I haven't experienced it or seen it before, it definitely could be possible that you are in love with two people or more at one time. But
we're not open for poly, y'all. Just close the door, just in case somebody be like.
Okay. Like, yes, we definitely not. I'm not. I'm too jealous and territorial. I can admit that. I do not. Somebody get beat around here. Anyways, no, but I just don't see how I could never do it myself. But and I don't know if that, like, I wanted to put that disclaimer out there just in case there was confusion about, you brought it up, just like
polygamy.
No, not about that, but like
Loving.
loving somebody like more than one at a time. Like I can't do it either. And I don't like if I fell out of in love with you, then we would probably be over. And then I wouldn't want to waste your time, especially if you were still in love with me. Like, I don't know. I would at least say something, or
You should, yeah. I will tell you if my feelings change.
yeah. I mean, okay, good. I don't like to do that. I would definitely let you know, and that's the thing.
Yeah, if my feelings change, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah,
Yes.
like if I feel like look, I don't know what's different, but something is, and I don't know. Like we can talk about it. Maybe we can identify what happened. You know, conversation can fix it all. Or
Yeah, or you could be reminded of something that brings you back to the in loveness. But if it's gone, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if we like 45, I don't want to hear that. You with me? You waited too long to fall out of love with me. Maybe that's controlling.
Yeah. I understand it though, because you like invested like a whole lot of time.
I'd rather put 20 years in this. What you talking about? Out of love. You had a 6-year window to fall out of love with somebody. You can't wait 2 decades and a half later and be like, yeah, this is not it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you know, like around that age or whatever, or maybe like 50 or something like that, like humans change.
Mm-hmm.
And they are different people. Now they might still be the same, of course, but like women
Midlife crisis.
midlife crisis. Women have like menopause, and like there are deaths in the family. Like, you know, all types of stuff start happening, and children are leaving. All types of stuff, and then you just stuck with this person, and you don't know who they are while they're depressed.
Yeah.
Or like, and that happens. Like people change around that age and end up getting divorces and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I don't know who
Well,
I
that's
am.
true.
I don't know who
Yeah, that's
you
true.
are. Like,
But do you feel like? I feel like for that to happen, one person had to always be like somebody was suppressed the whole time,
okay,
and like one person was like, "This is what we doing," and that's it. And the other person was just like, "All right, that's what we doing," and they never really got a chance to live their own life. And as they got older, they probably look back when their kids are gone. It's like, where did my life go? I don't even care. I don't even like this. You know what I'm saying? Person like that. You know. And when it's just you and them, it's probably different.
you know, like some people. There's so many ways.
Yes,
Like,
ways.
you know, some people could have been living a good life with an individual and they just want to settle down. Another person is just like, look, I ain't dead yet. You know what I'm saying? And all types of stuff happens. But I mean, I plan on being with you forever now.
I plan on being with you forever too.
But
For sure.
I just, that stuff does happen. And you know what? Since we know about it, maybe we could recognize it later in life.
Yeah, like when we feel. Like I say, if your feelings ever change, tell me.
Yeah.
And if it's something that I'm doing, you know I'm willing to work on myself. So if it's something that I'm doing that I can fix, then just like, all right, look, this has been getting on my nerves for the past six years now.
Oh, whoa.
And
I wouldn't wait that long.
yeah, well, just if things like if stuff is getting on you, like if things are changing, you don't feel the same. I would tell you if I didn't feel the same. I would like to know that you would tell me too.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I definitely would.
Tell your significant other if your feelings change, and if you have somebody right now that you're not really feeling like that, don't drag them along.
Yeah.
Like, don't do
And
that.
y'all should talk about love and in love.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which one do I have for you, or are we even there on any aspect? Like, I mean, I don't know. you don't want to talk about it with somebody you've been with for a few days. But like if you've been in a relationship with somebody for a while now, y'all haven't said the L word, or it might be unclear after so long or so many years, like talk about it and see where this person is in regards to the relationship and where you are in regards to the relationship. I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you.
Okay. Well, I mean, and that's easy. Like when you actually have those feelings for somebody. But if y'all have never talked about it and never really got down and serious about where we are, I believe in that. A lot of people don't like to talk about it. We just got a thing. Let's just roll with it.
That's like,
oh
listen,
my God.
That's bogus. Like, be grown, commit to something, make a decision. Like,
I mean, yeah, and you don't even have to commit.
Yeah, just tell them, like, look, I don't really want a serious relationship.
Yeah. I know.
Like, lay your eggs on the table. Like, just, these are my eggs. That's what I got. And if they either with it or they ain't. Like, that's one thing I learned about life and dating. Like, when you tell somebody this is what I want or this is all I'm looking for, they either gonna roll with it or not. And if they don't, then that relationship ends there. That's it. If they roll with it, then they roll with it. Like, I'm sure people have, hey, this is all we doing. That type
and
of
you should believe it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't, if somebody tell you like, hey, I just got out of a long bad relationship, I'm not looking to settle down no time soon. You better believe that.
Yeah.
Because even if you kind of get them to settle down a little bit, in the back of their mind, they still gonna be thinking like, I really didn't want this in the first place, and it's gonna be so much easier for them to walk away from you.
Unless they can outright say, okay, look, I never thought this would happen, but it has.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you can't force anybody to change where they want to go in life and with their relationships. So I would believe whatever a person has to say about where they're trying to go with you, and I would believe their definitions of love and in love.
Believe it.
But take it serious and, play your cards from there.
Yes. Tell them how you feel. They tell you how they feel. And if they don't seem like they can meet at the top, it's a pyramid. It's you. And if they ain't coming here eventually,
yeah, you don't have to waste your time.
You don't. You really don't. It could be over with after a few questions. Like when somebody ain't headed where you headed,
move on.
Yeah. I hope y'all like this video. It was a lot of fun. I hope y'all learned something. In the comments down below, if you have a definition of what you think love is, what you think being in love is, or you think having love for somebody, being in love with somebody, and just loving somebody, how do you rank those? What's the pecking order? But till next time, like, share, subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys. Thanks to all our subscribers. We appreciate you all. Love you. TevOllie Talk.
Peace out.